Okay guys, welcome back to another video. And this is just gonna be a quick video about being single and kind of what sort of how to be single in the right way. Because I think there are two ways that you can be single that's like bad as a guy, I think. So a lot of people who are single are single because they're very. If you ask them where they're single, they'll say they love it. They say, "Oh, I love the freedom, man. I don't like being tied down in a relationship. All this kind of stuff." Other people who genuinely do benefit are best just being single. Yes, I'm sure there are, but I think the vast majority of people saying this, and they'll say it most to themselves, and I know this because I've done it myself. Um, they'll say it most to themselves because it's a kind of cope to the fact that they can't, they're not with anyone, and they don't seem to find someone who makes them happy. And the only way they can cope with this is to just pretend that they're happy with being single. But I think this is a bad way to go about it. And it sort of robs you of a lot of the pleasure, the sort of empowerment you can get from being single. So I'll just explain it. So I think it's much better to embrace the fact that you're unhappy about being single. I think it's a much better place to be. Because the truth is always good no matter what it is. It's always better to know something true than to be under an illusion. Like there are people who say, the truth can destroy a man. Okay, like maybe at some point, but I think most people can realising that they're actually unhappy. They're just unhappy about being single. That would be a good thing if they realise that. The problem is you need an antidote to be provided for you when you're single. That makes it kind of worth you being single. And the way that I've turned it on its head recently, because I kind of went through a period of being sort of feeling genuinely very happy about being single. And I slightly went into a period of sort of being in self-denial about it, actually wanting a girlfriend, but not sort of admitting it to myself. To the point now where I'm like, I'm actually quite unhappy about, it's sort of suboptimal being single. Like I'd rather be in a relationship of some sort. And I don't like the fact that I don't seem to be able to attract a girl who I want to be with, right? But there's an antidote to that. Because there's a very separate question of like, are you attractive to some subset of girls? Yes, everyone is attracted to some subset of girls. So this idea that like, I just can't attract a girl is like nonsense. Like even if a girl is like, a 1 out of 10, like so few guys are just completely unattracted to every girl. Everyone that they're, everyone's attracted to someone. The thing is, and what you say when you're saying, I just can't attract any girls, is you're saying, I can't attract any girls that I want to be with, that I'm actually interested in. And that completely turns it on its head, because it's like, well, yeah, I could get in a relationship easily. I could, there are women who would date me, okay. Every guy has some women who would date him. I'm not saying they're attractive. I'm not saying they would benefit from being in a relationship from him. But they could date him, right? He could date them. but then you think they're not good enough for you. You don't want to settle. You want to fold and like keep playing. Okay, great. Like, and that's a completely different way. Okay, I'm just gonna improve myself, upgrade my sexual market value, until I am attracted to these girls, and that's really how I look at it now, and it's so empowering. I think it's the best way to view being single, because it's like just completely turns the whole dynamic on its head. Because it's suddenly like you are in control with whether you're single or not. Like a lot of people feel very powerless about being single. They think they don't have any control over it. But now I'm like, yeah, I'm single by choice. I could get a girlfriend. I just wouldn't be happy in it. Because I just know that I just couldn't live with myself if I didn't become the person I wanted to be, to where I could attract the kind of girl that I would want, right? And before then, it's just not really worth it for me. So, and obviously, yeah, that dynamic could go on indefinitely. Like, how do you know when to stop? I can see there are problems to it. I think I have a pretty good idea when to stop. But like in terms of just feeling comfortable about your dating experience, sort of your status in the dating market, it's just so much better. It's just so much better. Yeah, you feel really in control. So if you're single at the moment, you just like maybe sort of see if you can relate to that way of viewing it, and maybe you don't. Maybe it's something else that's making you single, and this isn't particularly helpful. But yeah, it's really helped me. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.